So let's talk about going backwards because I said this in the intro into becoming a wife. And I want to talk about this due to the fact that it can be so easy for you to be actually working backwards than going forward in your journey. So in the intro I talked about like how certain people think that okay, I'm going to record my journey. And it's fine to record your journey as long as it's like privately between you and God, maybe a friend or two. That is okay, but you don't want to record it for the world to see because God is trying to undo something in you, and that takes time. And sometimes it could be anywhere between, I don't know how far along you could be in your journey, but if you just starting off, it could take years to undo something depending on like what your purpose is. And until you know what God is calling you to as like the individual for yourself, because you're going to work together with your spouse. So until you know that, you should not be so eager to want to showcase every step of the way that God is doing in your life, due to the fact that because God needs to undo a lot in your life, especially if you're just starting off. Now, here's the thing, you can spend so much time working and walking backwards that you believe that you are going forward in God's will, when the truth of the matter is that you are so far off that you are in negative years of where you should be. Like some pastors would tell you that they have been preaching 20 years with the thought in mind that they are still in the will of God, when they have actually stepped out, when they have decided to take on a market or area that they were never called to. So that 20 years will actually become 20 years of disobedience, which would place them at negative 20 years, because that's what disobedience does. It undo everything you have done and make it look like you have never even begun whenever you step out of the will of God. Now, take a lesson from David. He wanted to build God a house, but God told him no, and that his son would do it. His heart and desire was in the right place, but he was not the right person for the job. If he would have done it, he would have fallen into disobeying God, just like he did when he took the census of the people when God told him not to. This is why you do not need a mic or to post your journey with God when you are just starting out, or if you are not called to do so. You are thinking and believing that you are doing a good thing, when in actuality you are hurting yourself because you are not developing into the person that God has created you to be. Instead, you are working against God's will for you. You never want to make God sorry. You can do this by going against what he is trying and want to do through you. Throughout the series, you will hear me talking about certain situations that can easily get you to work backwards. Silent killers are the number one reason why so many people are working and walking backwards against their purpose. I pray that everyone that has ears to hear, let them hear. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day.